coming up and you broke.
Oh, okay.
The time is exactly 10:31, and this is the motivational talk. I'm going to be with you until midday, and I'm going to be doing nothing but inspiring you and playing you beautiful music. This one is like Juicy talking to Zurian. Still have Optis in studio, and listen, that first segment there was like, yo, okay, preach. You know? Otherwise, today he's here to talk about, attitude in the workplace. So I have a very, pertinent question for him about it. So I wanted to ask you, how does positive and negative attitudes in the workplace, affect employees and everybody, the manager in general? Say, for instance, now I have a sticking attitude or whatever. Yeah. How does that really impact everybody? Is this something we just talk about, or are they things you've seen? Like it was affecting people around?
Now, this thing that attitude, obviously, it's like I prepare my notes about it. It's more of it's like a set of sails. If you have a boat, it's a set of sail. It directs you towards a certain direction. Now, if your attitude mostly is to see bad things, negative things, hopeless things, or lose faith. Mm-hmm. You are always pessimistic. Mm-hmm. You are always complaining. The thing is, there's this thing that they call, because some of the things that I mentioned, those are the emotions. Mm-hmm. There's this thing at Daniel Goleman, he talks about it, he calls it emotional contagion. Okay. Bad emotions are very contagious. Yeah. Try spending time with somebody who's negative and test how you feel after leaving.
I think this is why our parents like saying people
yes.
like thinking maybe your friends force you to do stuff, but now that I'm older I learned actually it's not about that. You inherently
yes.
You feel their energy and you become their energy. Yes. You are like them. You start speaking like them.
When you're talking about the energy now, you're taking me into the quantum field, because the whole thing is
it's true.
It's true.
Literally, people feel like like bottle or whatever. No way.
Birds of the same flock. Further, they tend to flock together.
Just by chilling with you, spending time.
You're gonna take my stuff.
Amen.
You're gonna take my stuff, and the thing is, there's this thing that I don't know whether have you realized. Mm-hmm. Bad news tend to spread much more faster than good news. Okay. Same goes with the emotions. Mm-hmm. Bad emotion tend to spread much more faster than the good emotions. Mm-hmm. Now, the whole thing, you'll hear it, especially like you were asking it in the context of the employment sphere, or maybe the workplace. Mm-hmm. If you are always hanging around with complaining colleagues, what I've realized, the people that complain, they are the ones that perform the least.
Because they're not working, they're complaining.
They are the clock watchers. Okay. They are the people that are always looking for wrong things in other people.
In the workplace.
Here's a thing, like what I was talking about, attitude is a set of sail. If you have a boat must has a sail. It takes you somewhere else. If you have a better attitude, that is not taking you anywhere. You'll have time to complain. You'll have time to judge. But if you're focusing on your goals, focusing on your task, focusing on your job, focusing on your objective, focusing on your purpose, you will not have time to look at other people's mishaps. Sure. You will not have time to be judging people. Yeah. You will not have time to be gossiping. Because the thing is, in a workplace, here's the thing. We tend to affiliate ourselves with people that are non-productive. Because you know what's the sad part about it? These are the people that will be stopping at our desks, chit-chatting, because they don't have time. And the thing is, if you're not aware, or if your boat has not been set to a certain direction, if your sail has not been fixed, you will be taken on their course. Sure. Because now, if you don't know where you're going, any direction that comes looks very attractive. Yeah. So now you need to set the sail and say, I'm going to have a beautiful attitude. I'm not going to complain about the environment. I'm not going to complain about my boss. I'm not going to complain about my race. I'm not going to complain about the environment. I'm not going to complain about the aircon, but I'm going to sit down and do my job. Because here's the thing. Your sail, if it's moving towards a certain direction, there's this thing in psychology, they call it reticular active system. What it is, it's RAS. What happens about it is, if you want to buy a silver car, you're planning to do that. All of a sudden on the road, what do you see? The silver cars. If you want to buy a red shoe, you haven't bought it yet. What do you see all of a sudden? Everybody's now having red shoes. So now if your attitude is always gravitating to the negative things, to the bad things, guess what you're going to see? Only the bad things. And now like tends to attract the like. If you're complaining, guess what your friend's going to be doing? all complaining friends. So now if you're in a circle of people that are complaining, always judging, sick, always looking for anything that's not working, you have attracted them.
Yeah. So we're out of time. We're gonna
are.
unfortunately have to let go of you, but thank you so much.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So yes, you can catch up to so next week again with this series of the workplace.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna listen. Now,
I haven't even touched on my stuff that I came with.
Okay, it's okay. Now we're out of
Can I at least get this quickly?
Yes.
My book is still out, Random Dates. Beautiful book. You know what happened? Something outstanding happened to me. I mean, the first batch that I had, I think it's less than a month, all sold out.
Wow.
All sold out. So I'm waiting for the second batch. Because the whole point about it, I'm not trying to say I'm better than anybody or I'm doing whatever, but I'm trying to impress it upon people that if you're focusing on the good things, the universe is listening and it will give you beautiful stuff. Bad stuff, good stuff. Now we need to take over our attitude. I have this thing that I go about, I love saying it, GIGO. Garbage in, garbage out. If you're always putting up the negativity in your head, guess what's going to come out? The negativity. So start looking at what you're planting. This is a very fertile ground. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I think next time when you come, you're going to get to